Hello, Sacred Souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is a little healing ceremony to let go of and heal of anything that is standing in the way of receiving our spiritual gifts that are represented by these little gift boxes. So that's for asking for our clair senses. So clairvoyance, here. Clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, clairsalience, and clairgustance. So that would be like clairvoyance, psychic seeing, right? Clairaudience, psychic hearing. Most people are familiar with those. Clairsentience, psychic feeling. On some websites, they listed it separately, clairempathy and clairtangency, like through touch, that you can like feel something, but I think that's all part of the same thing, personally. Claircognizance, so psychic knowing, clairsalience, clairsmelling, or like psychic smelling, clairgustance, that's psychic tasting, right? So for example, if you suddenly smell perfume and you kind of know who that's referring to, maybe someone who passed away or someone who lives far away, and suddenly you smell their scents, or suddenly you have a taste. Like for example, a few years ago I suddenly had a bitter taste in my mouth, but I hadn't eaten anything. I didn't have acid reflux or anything like that, but I just suddenly had this bitter taste in my mouth, right? So it could be stuff like that. Claircognizance, suddenly you know something, right? And clairsentience, when you can feel it, that is actually these two, but especially this one is like my strongest one, right? Like I feel things very strongly. Clairaudience, that you might suddenly hear something, or you know, you can hear someone else's thoughts. Clairvoyance, clearly, I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with that, but like for example, if you look at someone and suddenly you see the dark entity that's actually inside of them, that could be one of the clairvoyant abilities, or like seeing the future or whatever, right? So all of these connect us more with the spirit world. They help us be more in that oneness, in that connectedness that connects us to all of creation, to the divine. So I think in our ascension process and like on that journey, it's very important that we develop these more, that we open ourselves up to those more. And as we're ready, they will come in more. Now, the other stuff I put here is actually a piece of charcoal, and that shall represent all of our inner emotional and maybe energetic wounds, like any kind of wounding that we still have, because wounding comes from basically being sort of proverbially burnt, right? So charcoal is burnt, so I chose that to represent our inner wounds. And this piece of wood I'm gonna have represent dead wood in our lives. So any kind of connections and friendships and maybe jobs or even like apartments or anything in our lives that is like dead wood, dead weight, anything that we have to let go of and that doesn't make any sense to hold on to any longer. That's kind of weighing us down, holding us down, and we can't fully take flight if we have all that dead wood still holding us down. And finally, any and all leftover, toxic, sick, twisted emotions, and that's connected to the wounding as well. But it could also be stuff that we took on from other people, but that also is a wound in a sense that we take on other people's stuff, but that's theirs, not ours, right? So that we let go of all of that. So our own and other people's toxic emotional stuff and our wounding and the dead wood, and then we're going to ask for our spiritual gifts. All right, let's call in our spirit guides, and today the fire is just ripping through there. It kind of felt like a hellfire earlier. It was just going a little bit crazy and nuts there. So now it has actually calmed down. Now it seems like a fairly good fire. But considering I started this less than half an hour ago and it was nicely piled up, you can imagine. All right, let's get started. Dear Creator, higher power, source, and soul energy, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, and our ancestors that are in the light and guiding us and protecting us. Any of our guardian angels, if you're working with angels. But I usually consider that as part of our guardian, our spirit guides, right? And of course, Great Spirit of the Fire. Please help us heal and let go of anything that is still unhealed and wounded within us, that is still holding us back and that is still allowing the dark to stop us, delay us, or block us from fully stepping into oneness, fully ascending. And then we would like to ask to be opened up and to receive our spiritual gifts. And by that, I mean, and see, we have like 6 little gifts. So clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, clairsalience, and clairgustance. So that we can connect better and stronger with you, receive better and stronger guidance, and that we can fulfill our soul purpose in an easier, more fulfilling way for everyone involved. Like, for example, in my own case, I sense all the evil very strongly, and I get a lot of guidance. Even aside from these, I get a lot of signs throughout the day. Let's say it could be a street sign or a bulletin board, an advertising sign that stands out to me and has a message, right? So that also guides, and of course the clairsentience. But I've only seen a few times the entities that I'm dealing with. So mainly I just really feel these horribly toxic, evil, harsh, and violent energies. And for myself, I would like to ask also that I can start seeing those more, aside from once in a while. But I would like to have that help me and assist me so that I can then also better help others as well when I'm healing others. So let us put all of our emotional wounds and any other wounds from this lifetime and any other lifetimes, any physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, and energetic wounding, scarring, anything where we got burnt in the proverbial sense and possibly in the physical sense as well. I didn't even think of that. But yes, many of us who have gifts might have been persecuted in past lifetimes and might have been burnt as witches. So that is massive emotional scarring as well, and traumatic, very traumatic. And that trauma might be stored in our DNA and our energy bodies and so on. So please help us heal all of that throughout all of time and space, throughout all lifetimes, timelines, parallel and alternate realms, realities, multi and universes, and any and all other aspects that affect us in this lifetime. Let all of our emotional wounds and our trauma, our pain, our suffering, any PTSD and CPTSD, complex PTSD, be healed from any past and present lifetimes, parallel lives, etc. That may have also come not just from persecutions, but also from living in tyrannies and dictatorships and having gone through just being outcast because of our beliefs or our abilities and talents and so forth. And please take away, burn away, and transmute anything that is still within us that is toxic, dark, low vibrational, and evil from ourselves, from others, from our family lineage, our bloodline, our cultural heritage, anything that we may have taken on from other people that were in our lives. So, for example, from a past loved one, lover or family member, a close friend, or also anything else we're holding on to: anger, hate, resentment, jealousy, blame, guilt, jealousy. I think I mentioned that already. From a past lifetime, maybe where someone betrayed us in a major way. So like, for example, the ultimate betrayal would have been Judas betraying Jesus, right? But it could also be anything else. But a lot of people, especially in persecution times, were betrayed by someone they knew. And that's why they were killed, right? So, like, there's a lot of healing that a lot of us have to do. So please burn away and transmute all of that into love and light, and help us lighten our emotional load, help us heal physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and energetically throughout all of time and space, throughout all lifetimes, timelines, parallel and alternate realms, realities, multi and universes, and any and all other lifetimes that affect us in this lifetime, and also our DNA, anything that is stored in our DNA and energy field. And so it is. All my relations. Hold on, let me put that more in the fire. I kind of threw it a little too far over. Oof. All right, nicely in the center. And let us also throw in the dead wood, the dead weights that have been weighing us down and holding us back from ascending. They shall all be released from our lives. We shall be freed from them, and our burdens, our weight, everything holding us down shall be lifted off us, and we shall be freed from them, and we shall be light, so that we can fully and completely move into the light and free us from anything dark, evil, and low vibrational that is still holding us back, blocking us, slowing us down, and so forth. And so it is. All my relations, all our relations. Thank you, miigwech, dankeschön, all my relations, and so it is. And now, oops, it just did a funny thing. I hope it didn't just stop it. Now, if we may humbly ask to prepare us, to open us up, and heal anything within us that has prevented us from developing these spiritual gifts more. Please heal our whole chakra system and open us up fully and completely to all these clair senses. And I'm going to just quickly go through them again like this. Whoops, a little bit over and down. So, the first one shall be for clairvoyance. We're asking to please be gifted with clairvoyance and let it develop stronger and stronger so that it can help us in our ascension process. Please help us use it all for good so that we can heal ourselves, other beings on this planet, and Mother Earth. And so it is. And please gift us with clairaudience so that we may serve the divine better, that we can help heal ourselves, others, and Mother Earth. Whoops, that went way over there. And thank you, miigwech, dankeschön. And please gift us with clairsentience so that we can feel things better and be more connected to Source and the Divine, to Mother Nature, to all of creation, by feeling and sensing the energies of all beings, especially also the plants and stones, the minerals, things that don't move like animals and humans, but that seem to be just in one place, but still have energy. And of course, Mother Earth as a sentient being as well, and the Divine. All the energies of the spirits around us, and just Source energy. Thank you. Miigwech, dankeschön. Wow, for a second I just thought I saw a really long nose over there, but now I don't see it anymore, otherwise I'd show you. Then the next gift shall be claircognizance. So please help us, wait, this side is the nicer one. Please help us develop our claircognizant abilities so that we have a stronger inner knowing. Like for example, the wife of an ex passed me and nobody pointed her out to me. I had no idea what she looked like, but as she passed me, I knew that it was her. So things like that, right? So please gift us with claircognizance to help us ascend and help heal ourselves, others, and Mother Earth better, and to serve better, to fulfill our soul purpose in this lifetime, and to work for the Divine and serve the good. Thank you, miigwech, dankeschön. And finally, clairsalience, so the sense of psychic smelling. Please bless us with this gift of psychic smelling so that we can also be more in tune with the Divine, with Source energy, with Mother Earth, with all of creation, and that we can fulfill our soul purpose and help heal ourselves, those around us, all others that, you know, we feel inspired to help, but also just through our energy. As it shifts, we heal everyone who is in contact with us in any way, shape, or form. And of course, Mother Earth. Thank you, miigwech, dankeschön. And finally, the last gift of clairgustance, psychic tasting. Please help, and again, the nicer side is over here. Please bless us with the gift of psychic taste or tasting, that we can, for example, suddenly we have, or we think we can taste, let's say, a specific piece of pie, but we're not eating anything, right? So, but that then triggers a memory with a certain person and so on, right? So that brings that person into mind, and then we know that whatever's going on has to do with that person. So please bless us with the gift of clairgustance, and with that help us be more connected to the Divine and be more in oneness. Help us heal ourselves, others, and Mother Earth through that and with that. Let it only and let it just be used and only, not just, let it only be used for good. Let us be your light workers, your healers, your crystal children, your star seeds, your earth angels, and so on, right? I'm tired, sorry. Okay, so let's put this last little gift box in the fire. Please bless us with all these clear senses. And we thank you humbly and gratefully and graciously for blessing us, for helping us walk on the right path. Please keep us strongly safe, shielded, and protected from all those that wish us harm or that wrongly judge us without knowing, based on their own fears and limitations and the brainwashing that may have been done to them, the indoctrination by either culture or religion or societal norms and so on. Please help us find our soul tribe, our soul family. Help us find those that are on the same spiritual path so that we can then form those communities where we can live together in peace and harmony, in a new communal way of being together, where resources can be shared and not fought over, and where people actually want to help each other. Wow, the energies actually feel really good now. Okay, and so it is. Thank you. Miigwech, Dankeschön, all my relations. Whew. And please fill and surround us with massive amounts of healing light, unconditional love, blessings and protections, and an abundance in all areas of our lives. Keep us safe, shielded, and protected. And put a massive 12D shield with golden light around each one of us to keep us divinely protected on our path and help us find our soul tribe, our soulmates, our twin flames, whoever our soul is longing for. And so it is. All my relations, all our relations. Wow. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'm also sending you lots of love and light. Be well until next time. Bye.